Hi, YouTube. Intuitive Edge here. Tonight we're going to look at the energies coming for this coming week. Last week was a bombshell of news all over the place. Crazy stuff going on. Lots of implosions politically, lots of collapsing of narratives politically. Lots going on last week. I want to look at this coming week. There's a lot that's poised on the brink here. So let's get into it and see what energies we have coming up. And we're going to be looking at the week of October 30th, or we could start it tomorrow, the 29th, through November 4th. So basically Sunday to Sunday. What's coming up in the week ahead? What can we look forward to? What kind of energies are going to be present? Where do we need to keep our focus? Those that are of the light, that do light work, how do we want to pray and focus our mind and our attention? So let's get into it. Let's take a look. I'm going to shuffle up the cards here. So give me a moment while I shuffle. We're just going to take the highest good, pray for the highest good to come through the cards. Right and perfect cards that will give us some insight as to what our energy is going to look like for this coming week. What's coming up? So give me just a moment. All right, okay, so let's cut the deck. So let's do the Celtic cross. Kind of what do we see coming up for us? What's the issue that will be most pressing, or what's going to be coming up for us? Okay, things are going to be happening. Again, I don't think the energy from last week. Whoa, hold on a minute. My camera is a little messed up here. Okay. We got the Chariot here. This is a card of action, things happening quickly. I don't think that the energy that we felt last week is going to die off anytime soon. I think it may actually increase. The political fallout that we saw coming last week, I think is only going to escalate. There's something about a direction change. It might shift direction. The wind might shift direction briefly. But I don't think it's actually going to take us on a different direction. I think it's just like, there's something going on here, but basically the energy is moving forward, charging forward. I don't think we're going to get off track too much. So whatever is initially going to be getting us off track, I don't think is going to be too successful. All right. Because the energy is moving forward. All right. Okay. This is a card about playing with fire. So whatever this issue is, that the energy that people are feeling moving forward is going to be very, very, if you play with fire, you might get burned kind of feeling. It's trying to ignite fires or stir up trouble, or there's just an energy of playing with fire, playing with something that's volatile. Okay. Make sure everybody can still see that. Maybe I'll move that down just a hair. Okay. So we've got the Earth Queen. This is somebody who's regal, she's settled, she's secure. But it's reversed. So there may be some upset in what we feel is our sense of security. So people who are generally secure in their political beliefs or their worldview, some of the things that might come up may be challenging to your worldview. It may upset kind of what you think you know or what you want to believe. So you may be challenged on a deeper level to be faced with maybe the truth of something that might conflict with what you want your worldview to be. So just be aware of that coming up for you. Okay. Then we've got, okay, this is the position of the past that's led up to this. What's coming up? And again, I'm hoping everybody can kind of see these. This is new beginnings. This is something coming up. This is the Ace of C. This is new revelations. This is this is like the uncovering of something and the trying to cover something. There's a little bit of a both going on at the same time. We're uncovering and yet we're trying to cover up. There's, as you can see, like the tide coming in. We're uncovering and things are covering back up. We're uncovering and things are covering. That's kind of this volatile issue going on. It's like one side is unraveling and the other side is wanting to put it back together. So there's a lot of that going on. Seeing this again might cause some people to question their worldview and the way that they see the world and their way. And actually, don't be afraid if that happens to you. That's actually a good thing. Because sometimes we get stuck in our own worldviews, and having new information come in, we have to be willing to work with it and not just brush it off, because that's what causes cognitive dissonance. And we don't want to go there. We want to be open-minded as much as possible. Keep your heart open. Keep your heart center open. This is the position of the past, what's leaving us. This is like, okay, so I get this image of this beam coming in with this revelation, I want to say, and it being really interesting and really holding our attention. So I think there's going to be a release of information or a release of something coming in that's going to be like getting everybody's attention onto something. This is actually fading into the past. So these new revelations, like new bombshell stuff, might that energy may be kind of fading a little bit in light of and bringing in, okay, now we're kind of dealing with where do we go from here? Now that we've seen this bombshell or have this new information come in, okay, we've got it. Now what do we do? Where do we go from here? This is, the bridge to get there is, let's see what our forward card is. Okay, well, this is interesting as well, because we've got this card of this kind of playing with fire that is crossing this chariot, moving forward energy. And now we're moving into the Grace card, also known as Temperance in the regular tarot deck. This is a card of walking a fine line. This is blending two sides together, being secure in where you're going, no matter the chaos and the turmoil that's going on around you. So it's staying grounded, staying centered in the midst of chaos and confusion, okay? That might be that's going to be a little bit of a challenge for people this coming week, because the energies are such that there's a lot of forward movement, and the energy is going to be on shifting paradigms and getting people out of their mind, trying to figure it out of the way they've always thought that things are. So this is going to be very challenging for people that are very set and fixed in their ways. If you have a belief system and that's the way it is for you, you might really be challenged this week to let go of some of that fixed stubbornness, okay? Just letting you know. All right. This is a card of holding on to something, being almost to the point of like you're being stingy or wanting to just hold on to what's yours and what you know. And again, this is going to be coming up against this new revelation that's going to be coming out, that's going to challenge people's paradigms. People that feel stuck in the way that they've always been and what they're wanting to hold on to, that's going to be really difficult and really painful for some people. Again, that's just seems to be what's coming on. This is the Four of Earth, and let me grab my glasses here so I can see this a little better. Yeah, the Four of Earth, that's all about holding on to, standing your ground, holding on to what you know. And it's reversed, which is kind of interesting because could be like fear of losing something, fearful of trusting others, defensive, feeling self-protective. So any people may be challenged with some of those feelings this week. Next we have the sea kitten. Okay, hang on guys. We're in for a wild ride this week, I'm telling you. All right. The sea kitten is a messenger card. This is a message about new information coming in. There's going to be things that come in that really maybe reshape and restructure the landscape of what we're used to. Okay? And some people might be caught off guard. So be aware of that. Be aware of that. Okay. All right. Next we have the Two of Fire. I'm going to take a drink here. Hold on, everybody. I get talking too much too fast and got to get myself drink water. Okay. The Two of Fire is about looking for a brighter future, looking out ahead, trying to make sense of what you're seeing on out through, the lens of your perception. And it's going to look kind of chaotic for you. There's going to be a lot of chaos this week, both politically and possibly worldwide. There may be just unrest around the world. There may be challenges. Different regions may be having challenges of their own. And I think people are going to be shocked when they look out and see some of the chaos that erupts. Just know kind of what happens above, as above, so below. It's kind of like this is what we see in the microcosm is what is happening in the macrocosm. It's a reflection of what's going on. So there's a lot of inner turmoil, and a lot of that's going to be displayed and seen outwardly as well. All right. Okay. All right. So there are consequences. This is a card that not everybody likes to feel or know, that there are consequences for our actions. There's consequences for things that get set in motion. If we get tangled up into something, that's oftentimes a natural consequence of our actions. So this is for this week, you want to be very responsible in how you act and how you react. If you may not want to let yourself be pulled and swayed, especially emotionally. Guard your emotions this week. Keep yourself grounded. If you hear something in the news, just give yourself time to take a breath before you react or before you fly off the handle. I see people like going off on Facebook or going off on, Twitter or whatever. Take a breath first. Take a breath. Try not to just be knee-jerk, react to stuff. Take a breath. Take a moment. Gather your thoughts and then respond. And respond from your heart. Respond from what you really are feeling deep down and not just knee-jerk, okay? That's just a little free advice there. Anybody who wants it. I just feel like this week's going to be challenging for some people. The energies are strong. There's going to be a lot going on. So just be aware of that. Also be aware, in your cities, in your towns, keep a level head on you. Keep your eyes open. This is probably not a week to just, let your guard down and just, you might have to be a little bit vigilant this week. And just know that this too shall pass. This is not like, now this is the new normal. No, this is just the energies of this week that's kind of spilling out for everybody. There's going to be a lot of possible tensions. So take time to collect your thoughts, be with yourself, protect your energy, and just, be aware. Be aware of what's going on around you. Anyway, take care this week. It's going to be maybe a bumpy ride for some. If you're in an area where, life is going good for you, well, that's great. Just know that there may be some people around you that are acting crazy. So take that into account. I hope everybody's having a great week, and I'll talk to you all soon, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.